Okay, one more, and I think this one's going to leave you with a remainder. So let's try this one, because it'll be a little bit different than the other three. Again, okay, so I'm going to divide the x squared by the x. So x squared, one more time, over x, or x1, is going to leave you with x. Okay? When you multiply back, x times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Okay? Right. So remember, I'm going to subtract to find the remainder. Now, watch this, folks. Okay? X squared, that's gone. So when you take it away, it's gone. Okay? Now then, think about it. This is 5x. I am going to subtract negative 3x. Okay? This is not 5x take away 3x, which is 2x. It's 5x take away a negative 3x. Isn't that add a 3x? That will give you 8x. And this is where students make mistakes all the time. You're subtracting a negative 3. It's a double negative. You're adding it. Now, a student once said to me, change the signs and add. Well, if you think about it, okay, this was a positive x squared. If I change the sign, it's a negative x squared, so when I add it, it's gone. This was, if I just kind of just erase this, I've got a huge eraser here, okay, so if I think to myself, right, change the signs and add, if I change that sign and add, then you can see it's 8x. So remember that one, change the signs and add. If you don't like subtracting and you're worried about the sign, okay, double negatives. Right, I just change the signs and add. Okay, bring down the next term, which is minus 2. Okay, now you're off again. First term divided by the x. 8x divided by x. Again, they've gone. That's 8. Okay, straightforward, plus 8. When you multiply back, 8 times x is 8x. Remember, that will go when you subtract it. 8 times negative 23, sorry, 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. Right, so these aren't exact this time. You're going to have to do something with these two numbers, alright? Now be careful. Again, you can do, how about do change the signs and add? Because if not, you're going to have to go negative 2, subtract a negative 24. If you can think it's two negatives, so you're going to add the 24. But remember, watch this, change the signs and add. So that'll still go. 8x take away 8x. What's negative 2 plus 24? That's 22. Right, we now have a remainder. So the remainder is 22. Okay, is that right? But please, you always put it over the original divisor. Alright, x minus 3. Just like 5's into 16 goes 3 times, because 3 times 5 is 15. When there's one remainder, so the answer would be 3 and 1/5. Remember that? When you do, you kind of change it to a mixed number because the 1 has gone over the original divisor. Okay? So same thing. That's how you'd write the answer. X plus 8, remainder 22 over x minus 3, because x minus 3 was the original divisor. Okay?